Welcome back, everyone, to Storytime with the Wimberleys. Grab your pillow and blanket and let's get ready for story time. Today's story is The Goodbye Book by Todd Parr. Let's get ready to read. It's hard to say goodbye to someone. So in this picture, we have green fish and red fish. In this picture, we only have red fish, and red fish looks sad. Green fish is missing. You might not know what to feel. So we have a little girl, red fish, and a dog, and they all look sad. And then on the yellow table, we have a picture of green fish. You might be very sad. There's red fish. He's very sad. You might be very mad. Red fish looks really mad. You might not feel like talking to anyone. Here's Redfish and the little girl, and she's looking at Redfish in the bowl, but he's not communicating back to her. You might just feel like hiding. There's Redfish, and he's hiding in his castle. Things might not seem fun anymore. There's a large fish bowl. You have a pink fish, blue fish, yellow fish, and a green fish. It says, "Happy birthday, yay!" And they're having a party. And then we have red fish. He's in his bowl by himself. And his party hat is on the floor. And he's looking in the other direction. He looks like he doesn't want to be a part of the party. You might not feel like eating. Here's the little girl's hand. And she's dropping in food for Redfish, but Redfish is looking in the opposite way. It looks like he doesn't want to eat. You might not feel like sleeping. Here's Redfish, and they have Redfish sleeping in a bed, but we all know that fish don't sleep in beds. That's silly. But Redfish, his eyes are wide open and he's not sleeping. You might try to stop thinking about it. Here's Redfish, and he's listening to music. You might pretend it didn't happen. Alright, here's Redfish, and he looks like he made dinner, and he put 2 plates out. So he's pretending that green fish is not gone. You might be confused. Here's Redfish. They have 1, 2, 3 question marks, and he looks confused. And we have the dog, and he also looks very confused. But eventually, you'll start to feel better. Here's Redfish, and he's really happy. You'll remember how you laughed. Here's Redfish and Greenfish. Now, Redfish is thinking of green fish, and he's remembering all the times they had together and how happy they were. You'll remember all the fun you had. There's Redfish and Greenfish. And remember, green fish is gone, but Redfish is remembering all the fun that him and green fish had together. You'll have days when you feel up and days when you feel down. There's Redfish going up and he's happy, and Redfish going down and he's sad. You'll remember all the special times. Here's There's redfish and greenfish. And redfish is remembering the special times that him and greenfish had reading a book together. And the book they're reading is the fish book. You'll remember everything you learned together. So here's redfish and greenfish, and it looks like this is a fishing line. And a fishing line is used to catch a fish. So redfish and greenfish, they are moving in the opposite direction of the hook. So they're being very smart. You might feel like talking to someone. Here's redfish, and he's talking to the dog. And you can tell because the dog's ear on this side is higher up than his other ear, which means he's listening to redfish. You might even feel like drawing a picture. Here's redfish, and he's drawing a picture. What shape is that? If you said heart, then that is correct. Redfish is drawing a heart. You might wonder where they went or what they are doing now. There's redfish, and he's thinking about greenfish, and he's wondering what greenfish is doing now. Most of all, you'll remember how much you love and miss them. There's redfish and greenfish, and redfish is remembering how much he misses greenfish. You'll go on and try to be brave. Here's redfish, and here's a cat. And we all know that cats are known for eating fish. So redfish is being very brave for being so close to a cat, knowing that he might get eaten. And you'll remember that there will always be someone to love you and hold you tight. There's redfish in his bowl, and it looks like a child is holding his bowl really, really tight. We all get sad when we say goodbye to someone we love. Always try to remember all the happy times you shared together. The end. Love, Todd. If you like the story and want to see more videos, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. See you tomorrow for another bedtime story. Good night and sweet dreams. The end.